Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days, developed and published by Pickpock, is a side-scrolling zombie survival game set in 1980s Texas. Now, overall, this game is really quite cool. We've covered it several times over the past few weeks. We went into a deep dive on what the game actually is and everything that you need to know about it. So if you do want to check that out, I'd highly recommend it if you need to know a little bit more about the game. And we also played their most recent demo. Now, the demo is still available. Takes around 40 minutes to complete. It's not a very long one, but you do get a good feel for the game, what it's going to be like, and how things are going to progress. Now, this game is going to be available in Q2 of 2025. They recently updated their Steam page, saying that the game is coming in Q2, and there's also a little bit of a dev letter from the team. Dev update number 30. Now, this came just a few days ago on the 7th of February, and a lot of it is talking about the wish lists. And as you can see here, the game recently had 400,000 wish lists on Steam, and I'm not surprised. I found this game just randomly. I think I was just scrolling through, I think it was Facebook, and seen a PC Gamer article going over it, and that's how I found it. Didn't see it on Steam or anything like that. Don't know the developers, never heard of them, but decided to check it out, and I am very glad that I did. It is an all-round really cool game, and loads of fun to play. Now, side-scroller survival game, not really something that I'm sure has been done before. If it has, please correct me in the comments and let me know what games there are that are sort of side-scrolling survival. But this one, I think, did it really well. It's not just one, go left, right, that's it. That you can go up, down, you can do base building. There's loads and loads of cool stuff to this. The first part of 2025, the game has hit 400,000 wish lists. And the team are very excited. And alongside that, they've also updated the release window to now Q2 of 2025. So that is between April and July. So they have said that they'll give us more details closer to the time, and we can also expect the early access release post as they continue to work and update the game. In the meantime, they've said that they give us a quick sneak peek into what they've been working on, and the game has seen a fair amount of changes and updates since the demo released in October of 2023. So first one, and a big one for a lot of people that play with controller, is controller rebinding as well as keyboard rebinding. You'll now be able to rebind and configure the game as to what you want to play with, rather than the original choices that the game gives you. Now, this isn't available in the demo, so all of the stuff here, not available in the demo. This will be coming when the game launches in Q2 of 2025. As well as that, they've also added tons and tons of bug fixes. They've said that a few people have asked if it was our intention to have the sun burn so bright on certain devices that it blows out the entire screen with a blinding light. And we can confirm that this was not, in fact, our creative vision. Which, I don't understand why. That looks great. Look at it. It's beautiful. Everything's bright, beautiful, and you don't need to see the zombies coming. As it's daytime. You're safe in the day, right? That's normally how zombies work. Even though it does appear to only be affecting devices that are technically below our stated minimum specs, and please let us know if that's not the case for you. We've been working to get to the bottom of this issue. Recently, we actually managed to fix the sun effect, but as soon as that stopped, we unearthed something more bizarre, so stay tuned on this front. The TLDR is that we're aware, and we're still trying to crack this issue. They've also added tons and tons of new features, content, areas, characters, and a lot more, which is quite cool. They've added some new little aspects to the game, such as being able to throw distractions. They say that this has always been part of the experience, and we're looking forward to introducing them into the game. These may help you get out of a tight situation. So as you can see, being stuck behind something, which I do like these little side areas that the game does give you to go and hide in, but they can be quite tough. And once you're in there, if there's zombies wandering around, it can be quite hard to get out. As well as that, we've also got some new characters. Now, who this character is, don't know yet, not 100% sure, but they look quite cool. Cowboy hats, right? Texas, it all makes sense. These guys are going to be some sort of rangers and hopefully get through things a little bit better. What I would like to see is more of the character's skill take effect. From what I could see when playing, I've played through several of the characters, and the skills didn't really change or make that much of a difference to gameplay itself. I feel like you could overcome them if you really wanted to, and it didn't really make too much of an issue. But when the game goes into full launch, hopefully some of those skills will actually be a little bit more defined. As well as that, they've also added some new friends, as you can see here. Some cows are now in the game. We did see chickens and other animals roaming around in the demo, but now they've added some new animals to make things feel a little bit better, depending on the map that you're actually in. Some of these items will be available on early access, and others you will meet further down the line. Now, as well as that, they've also added new locations. New levels will be coming to the game throughout the early access period, and making sure the different neighbourhoods of the city have distinct character and feeling is an important part of the experience. But as you can see here, we've got what looks to be some sort of industrial factory there. We've got an excavator in the background, which is on tyres for some reason. An excavator on tyres. I've never seen that before. We don't have those in the UK unless I've just never seen one. They're normally on tracks. But yeah. And then the steamroller there. Not steamroller, but the roller. And then we've got a laundromat, which looks quite cool. The big truck stuck in the middle there. So we're obviously going to have to go up there and then through the window. And then back down into that, which is something I do really like about this and how that works. We've also got a bar and then a car dealership. It would be cool to actually get the vehicles up and running, move them around and see what you can do with them, and maybe have them to access certain areas later down the line. There are various pathways that you can go in the demo before the timer runs out. I think it's a timer, or you get to a certain point. So maybe vehicles are something that are already coming. Now, the team have also said that they've got a big announcement next week. So, at the time of recording this video, it is the 9th of February. The dev letter came out on the 7th of February. So, hopefully we see something sort of in the week, maybe. I'm assuming they mean this week now, because this was released on the Friday. So, hopefully we see something at some point this week. I'm very excited. I actually really enjoyed my time playing this game, and I want to play more of it. But the demo, I've played it a couple of times now. I've run through it. I think I finished it twice and ran through it 5 times and died the 3 other times that I didn't complete it. But it's really quite cool, and I've experienced a different sort of play style and play through as I've gone through each of those different playthroughs, and it's actually quite good. I enjoy that. It's not a sort of one-size-fits-all. You can't do it once and then do the same thing again on the next run. You have to do things a little bit differently depending on the characters. But I think having some extra skills when it comes to crafting and combat would be quite cool. Combat, I think, is one of the hardest things in the game. It is more of a sneak past the zombies if you can and distract them, rather than try and take on everything that moves like some sort of Terminator. It doesn't really work out too well, and that's normally where I get myself killed. But very excited for Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. Hopefully we get an actual defined release date next week. Hopefully that's the big announcement that's coming. But what do you guys think? Are you excited for the game? Have you checked it out yourself? Let me know in the comments down below. For now though, I've been Wad. You've been awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.